Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers!
Welcome, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends to Spoiler Sleepover, Season 3, the Season of Suffering. Suffer along with your co-hosts Jason, Michael, and Rob as they watch and review some of the worst films to ever hit the screen. Now, enjoy the show. It'll be a real scream of a time.
Baby stabbing.
The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Welcome back, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends.
It's a whole mix of emotions here. Jesus Christ.
Guess what?
Chicken butt.
I'm Rob.
No, you're not. I'm Jason Michael.
Yeah, you are. And guess what else?
Oh. Chicken butt?
I remembered this time.
Hey, look at you. You know what I also remembered?
Huh?
That we're talking about Itsy Bitsy
Yeah.
this week on Season of Suffering.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, Cheeks, I know, haha, beat you to it.
Fuck.
Before we talk about Itsy Bitsy, yeah, what you gonna do, bitch? We need to talk about what's been keeping us up at night. So, Rob, what has been keeping... Yeah, it is. What has been keeping you up at night?
Well, what's been keeping me up at night? The second episode of the new Gundam series came out on Tuesday, and holy fuck, it was so goddamn good. It is literally up to a point. It is literally a shot-for-shot remake of the first episode of the original show. And they use the same sound effects, the same music, everything. I was like, this is fucking crazy. I loved every second of it. And then a specific moment happens. I was like, this didn't happen in the fucking original show. And it leads in, but it was just strange because I'm like, why are we here? And it was...
How did we get here?
Well, so it was... The episode ends and it says, continues with episode 1. I'm like, why the fuck would you put this second then?
Fuck.
And that noise, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends, is what we call dog interruption.
It's like we're back in season fucking 1. Jesus Christ, boys.
Hilarious.
I'll explain that part when we get there. Don't you worry, everyone.
But yeah, so if you're a Gundam fan, I cannot recommend it. I mean, there's only 2 episodes out so far, but I can't recommend this enough. It's really good. And then The Last of Us season 2 is back. So I ended up watching the first episode.
Fuck!
And it was underwhelming, but it is following the video game.
Cheeks.
So
okay.
And if you've played the second one, you know how boring that portions of the second game are. So I know it's going to lead into more, and I'm okay with that. I just thought it was a very strange choice to start with what they started with and how they decided to start a second season.
Okay.
But it's still good.
I completely forgot they even were releasing season 2 right now.
Yeah, it's out already. So, actually, right now, today, Sunday, the second episode is out. So.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess they probably give you a recap at the beginning of the first one.
Kind of. I mean, I would not really call what they call a recap. It was kind of like, It was just a quick like handful of shots of like, this is kind of what you need to know, but not at all what you need to know. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm glad I remembered what happened in season 1, but still I was like, I know people in my life looking at you there, bucko.
Hi.
They're going to be like, I should watch the last 2 episodes before I get into this thing.
See, the worst part about me is I will go back and watch everything properly in order to get there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've done that with some shows, but I mean, I watched the season 1 of The Last of Us twice straight through.
Okay.
Well, I watched season 1 when it was coming out, and then once it was fully out, I rewatched the entirety of it. So like the story is still in my head. And it also, once again, I mean, it strays from the game, but it stays pretty damn close to the game.
It's really
so
good.
it was really good. Other than that, I have watched Doctor Who is back. I won't get into it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to carry this over to season 3, but Doctor Who is back. 2 episodes out right now, and I'm loving every second of it. It could not be better. And then I'm going to just throw this one out here very quickly. The other night, my fiance said, hey, do you want to watch a movie? Which is like the rarest thing you ever hear her say.
Terrifier.
Yeah, no.
Damn it!
And I went, yeah, sure, why not? What do you want to watch? And she says, and I quote, it's my favorite movie of all time. And at that point, I said, sure, absolutely. This is a movie you love. I would like to experience it because I've never seen it before, which is, again, rare. So we watched Remember Me. It is a Robert Pattinson movie, and I'm all for Robert Pattinson. I was like, sure, why not? Let's do this thing. And it's a love story, kind of like a weird New York love story.
Oh my god, it is. Oh, I was like, is that one? And then fucking sure as shit, yeah, it is. Oh
Dude,
my god,
I had no clue. Like,
dude, neither did I. It was
the ending came and I went, shut the fuck up.
Oh, and it's such a good movie too,
dude.
And
so good.
It just gets so sad.
So fast. Dude. Oh my god. But yeah, the movie, I hit a point where I'm like, dude, where the fuck is this movie going? Also, it was all these happy moments, like a happy moment montage with the saddest music playing, and I'm like, what? They need to fire whoever did the score for this, because this doesn't fit this at all. And then no, it fucking fit perfect.
I hate how that kind of makes me want to go back and rewatch it. We're not, if you haven't seen it, we're not saying what the ending is, because you need to see it. It is a tremendous movie. We're not talking horror.
Very good.
It's it's very good. It's very good, and it needs to be seen. If you have not seen it, say it again.
Remember Me. 100%. You have to see it. I'm honestly, at the end of it, I'm glad I watched it. And I mean, it's her favorite movie. She owns it. She owns I think she owns 8 movies total. So like, we're very polar opposites. And I think half the movies she owns aren't even open. She just heard they were good and bought them and has never watched them. So one of those movies I own, actually. So I was just like, oh, I have 2 open copies of the Royal Tenenbaums upstairs if you want to watch them. So anywho, that's what's been keeping me up at night. Jason Michael, what's been keeping you up at night?
I was so not ready for that.
Neither was I.
I honestly, I have not had a normal week of keeping up at night, really. I mean, besides the finale of Daredevil, which honestly...
Ooh, I haven't watched it yet.
I'm not going to say anything. Okay. I remember they were going to do, 28 or 18? They were going to do a massive amount of episodes. And now I guess they're just splitting that original run into 2 seasons, which I'm fine with. Yeah. But at the same point, it was like, because I was like, finale tonight. I was like, really? Oh, well, shit, that's a little bit disappointing, but what can you do? Yeah, again, besides that, I've been creating a lot, actually. Yes, in multiple variations here, all while kind of listening to music. So I will save that for the tail end, which will lead us into our next thing, but I'm not going to say it because then future Jason now has to put the sound effect right here, but he won't. because fuck you, future Jason. I'm going to have a war with myself now. This is going to be canon. Anyway, I'm pretty sure I've brought it up a few times. Myself, our resident conjuring enthusiast / expert, Christine, and one of our other coworkers, we have a monthly cook-off, and I talked about, I believe, the chili, Necronomicon Carne, and things like that. Our most recent one was Friday, and it was sandwiches. I made a Cuban sandwich, my absolute favorite sandwich, so that means I had to roast a pork tenderloin. Never did it before.
Ooh.
I marinated it for 2 days.
Damn straight.
Yep. And then sliced it up last night, and, it was a little bit raw at first, so I put it back in for a little bit longer, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, we're getting there. And then tasting it, and I still haven't either, thrown up or shit myself profusely. So I think I did a good job. I ate a lot of pork last night, so survival of the fittest, and check me out, baby.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm the fittest motherfucker. But at the end of the day, and this is a fun little visual thing for Rob, the champ is back, baby.
Oh, you won. Fuck yes,
yeah,
dude.
I won.
Congrats.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy because that I've been learning how to cook things. I've been doing new things since I moved up to New Hampshire, so I'm in love with it. I just have to eventually go, let's go fucking learn how to cook something instead of going, it came to me first. So, but yeah, creating food wise. And while I'm doing that, again, jamming out 2 new songs. I'm getting there in the segues, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited because I was talking with Rob before this. The boys and I, the dogs, we went on a nice 3-mile walk, and it was a beautiful sunset. So I've been walking them a lot. I'm by myself at the house right now. The roommates are in Tejas, so they are out and about in the world. I am here with the dogs, hence why it might sound a little different and echoey because I'm in the kitchen, because they are cranky attention whores. Now, there's that. I have been, while cooking, walking the dogs occasionally, listening to more twerp.
Yeah.
Yep, here we are back on the repeat train. So actually, I think now that we've crossed the bridge into earworms, so that's what's been keeping us up at night. Let us know what's been keeping you up at night, and if it possibly even, branches into your earworms every now and then. Yes, so earworms, as I was saying. Twerp. Listening to a lot of twerp, and I told Rob, I don't know, a week ago, my earworm for this week is going to be fun. Would you like to know why?
Yeah.
Because the new single from Ghost, Ha 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 Ha, I believe it's called Lacrima, however you pronounce the word. Thank you. It is a tremendous song. I love it. I like it better than Satanized. And I have been learning how to play it on the drums, and basically spent the better part of 3 or 4 days just with that song on repeat, trying to learn how to play it. And for the most part, I have it. Occasionally I switch up the fills. There's a snare and then a tom into snare part, and I can remember the order all the time. But besides that, it's coming along.
Nice.
So maybe keep an eye or an ear out for that. But that also being said, I did buy the tickets for Ghost in July. So Boston, baby.
Boston, baby.
Are you going to do it?
Well, are you done with your earworms? Do you want to throw that bitch at me? I am done with
my earworms.
Throw that squiggly thing at me.
Oh.
Well,
I didn't need to see you enjoy it.
The reason that I said that was because my earworm for the week, I have officially listened to every Ghost album. I worked my way through them. Yep. A few weeks back, I said I was going to, and I got through 2 albums, and I had to call it quits. And I realized I had put it off for far too long, and I just needed to get through this. So I did. And yeah, no.
Ooh, that's a long pause.
Yeah. I tried. One album definitely hits harder. than the rest of them. And I was actually, I'll even say it, was enjoyable. But the first two albums sounded identical. Like the same, it was the same album. And I listened to them back to back. And normally when you do that with most artists, there is a shift. You can tell there's a bit of a difference between albums. Not with Ghost. I was just like, this is the same album? Like, there was even one song on the second album, like, was this on the first album? And I went back and like found the song and I was like, this is the same song. Like, it's the same chord progression. It's the same tempo. It's the same everything. And as I got through more of the albums, I realized he kind of has his own thing that he does with all of the songs. And I'm not going to get into too much detail because we are going to be...
But why?
Yeah, we're going to be doing an entire fucking Ghost episode, which means I will be doing a second full listen through with an actual breakdown of each album. But if you want to hear our Ghost episode...
Hey, Seamus. Hey, Seamus. We got him. Hook, line, and fucking sinker.
It doesn't mean I like him, because I don't. But
he listened to it. Get fucked.
I did. But if you want to hear that...
hang on. Have you listened to the two new singles?
Yes.
Satanized and Lacrima?
Yep.
But what do you think about the new... Oh.
Yeah. It's the same shit.
Bitch!
But for the third attempt here, if you want to hear that episode, you will have to wait and subscribe to our Patreon, because that is going to be a Patreon episode, so we can avoid some issues with everything, because we will play snippets of some of the songs, and we do not want to get in trouble. Other than that, I have also officially listened to every single Coheed and Cambria album, which I had done before, but just not in, like, given a fair shake to the later albums, and for good reasons. I was going through stuff, so it just didn't happen. What I did realize is they have one album that I do not like. I just didn't like it. And I tried to listen to Vex's 2 twice, and I made it through it the first time, and I was like, that wasn't good. What did I miss?
Didn't mean I like it.
Yeah. And so I gave it another listen and got halfway through it, and I was like, no, this is an arena rock pop album. Like, this isn't Coheed.
No.
Yeah. So I had to nope out of it. I mean, I listened to the entire thing. I just really it wasn't for me. I listened to it because it's a very pivotal moment in the story. So, like, I needed to have all of that information to keep moving forward. But other than that, yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's one continuous story.
Correct.
I remember you telling me that.
Yep. So, and then the final thing I listened to this week, after all of those, listening to just entire artists' collections of albums, I hit a musical wall, and I was like, I don't know what to listen to. I don't know what I want to listen to. And so I jumped on to Bandcamp, because it's a great spot to just kind of discover new music. And I rarely go to the main page, because it's just like suggested for you. And normally it's like, I'm not listening to this. But my suggested for this week was C418, who is the guy who did all of the music for Minecraft. And he has a fucking Bandcamp page. And so I listened to the entire Minecraft album. Now, this isn't from the shitty movie. This is from the video game. It's like 6 hours worth of music. And I listened to all of it. And it was so fucking good. I love Minecraft. It's one of my favorite games. But when I play the game, I shut the music off because it's distracting, because it's too damn good. And it takes away from, because there's so much work that goes into that game. All of the sounds in the background, everything, like, there's so much going on. The music, for me, takes away because I get distracted by the music. Now, I can just listen to the music when I'm working, which I did. And it was awesome. And they have both albums, because it's 2 albums. They have both albums on a box set, cassette box set, and both albums on vinyl.
And here it is, actually, in person.
Not yet. No, not yet. I am getting them.
No, not yet. It gets here on Monday.
Maybe.
It's like we know each other.
Oh, I can't wait to have them, man. There's it's such good music. But
that's priceless. That's great.
Those are our earworms for the week. Please, suckers, start hitting us up with your earworms again. I just told you I've hit a wall. I need something new. Throw something new at me so that I've got something for this upcoming week.
More Ghost.
No, not that, because I won't listen anymore. I'm good.
Twerp.
No, I've listened. This is not for me. I have no complaints. It's just not my cup of tea.
More Whitechapel.
How much more Whitechapel can I listen to?
No. All of it.
I've been listening.
I went through the entire discography of Coheed and Cambria and Ghost, and I can't go through another one again. It's fine.
I did.
I've done it.
I didn't want to keep going into like all the discographies I went through, but I went through Whitechapel's 2 weeks ago. I went through Signs of the Swarm like 4 days ago because I just saw them last Friday. Oh, yeah. It was the only band I bought merch for, too. The hoodie that I got is stupid heavy. It's amazing. But anyway,
do love a good heavy hoodie.
Me too. When the dude handed it to me, I was like, good Lord. And he was like, yeah, it's thick. And I was like, dummy thick. And then he busted out laughing. It's just like, this is a nice hoodie, dude.
God, you're old. I can't believe you just said that.
Worth all $70.
Yeah, I can't believe that part either. But
yeah. But so, yeah, please throw us some earworms. Also, do as I do. I've been throwing the occasional song at Jason Michael that I'm like, hey, you should learn the drums on this one. Throw some drum suggestions at Jason Michael. He is hard at work learning and like trying to hone this craft.
If any of you say fucking Meshuggah,
I'm
going to punch you.
I actually have another one I'm going to send you, and it's timing wise. I think you'll have fun with it. It might be a bit difficult, but I think you'll have fun with it. And it's my one of my all-time favorite bands. So, but
I'm scared.
Let's jump into a little. Boy, howdy, do I have a Creeping It Real for you this week.
And Norman has a squeaky toy for you. Go on.
Oh, boy. So, there was a very strange and disturbing and angering announcement that was released this week. Strange because the person that's doing this.
Uh-oh.
Angering because this doesn't need to be remade or rebooted, as they're calling it.
Well, hang on. I'm fighting the dog in the background, so again, I apologize. I'm going to ask this. Is it as bad of a possible idea as it was David Schwimmer in Goosebumps 2? Like, is it worse of an idea? Because I know you thought it was going to be horrible, but you wound up liking it.
So the person that's attached to this, I like as an actor.
Okay.
I like what he's done.
So not David Schwimmer.
No. The movie is just, why? We don't need this. So,
okay.
Enough beating around the bush. Or should I say, enough beating around the cotton candy. It has been announced that Ryan Gosling is going to be writing and directing a reboot to Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And Jason Michael just walked off. That's not a joke. He threw his headphones down and he's gone. Oh, he's back. Yep.
Why?
Who
cares?
He's across the room.
It was great. Leave it the fuck alone.
Yep.
Dude, I'm just so glad because I forgot until after we saw it. I thought Ryan Gosling was supposed to be attached to the Wolfman.
Yeah.
He was, and then he dropped. So
Correct.
Why is he fucking attached to this? He doesn't need... I don't like Ryan Gosling either. Fuck!
I like Ryan Gosling. That's my issue, is I like him as an actor. I'm sure he's written something before that I've probably seen. Here's my thing. It doesn't matter who's doing it unless it's the Kyoto brothers. We don't need this. This isn't something that needs to exist.
Are they attached?
This is the only announcement I've seen so far. There was, 4 years ago, there was an interview with the Kyoto brothers that said that they would do a series, and they were working on a series, which is awesome. I'm all for a Killer Clowns series with the original people attached.
Movie.
This is a reboot.
Oh, fuck. Ugh.
So not a remake. Ryan Gosling is not remaking the movie. He is taking the Killer Clowns and utilizing them in a different way. So
if this is not practical, I will throttle someone. So
I think it will be, because Ryan Gosling is a fan of practical. He has done movies that have like heavily green screened and CGI'd shit in it. And he, in interviews, says it's very hard to act when I know I'm faking things more. It's easier to do things when it's real.
Did he do, what was it? The Stuntman movie.
Driver. Yes.
Was it Driver?
Yeah.
I don't think it was Driver. I think it was Stuntman or Free Fall or something like that. It came out like 2 years ago.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't
with Emily Blunt, I think.
Yeah, and I still haven't seen that one. I've wanted to, but I just keep putting it off because, well, actually, I don't know why I keep putting it off. I don't have an excuse. But I was thinking of Driver, where he, again, was a stunt driver. But yeah, that one's a darker movie. It's really good. I own it. It's fucking fantastic. But yeah, so not a great Creeping It Real for the week, but I mean, I feel like it's rare that we have a good one. But that news made me almost yeet my phone across the room when I was reading it. I was just like, dude, stop. Yeah. So sorry, suckers. I mean, I don't know why I'm apologizing. I didn't make this shit happen. But yeah. So that's our Creeping It Real for the week. I apologize.
But you didn't do it, though.
I know, but I feel like there's at least half of you out there who had no idea if we didn't say something. So
well, hang on. If Rob didn't say something and Jason Michael didn't storm right off into the kitchen.
Yeah. Wait till you listen back. I narrated everything that you did from that point forward.
I could hear you through my headphones. Oh, my God. That's so dumb.
Oh, man. So, yeah. And this is around the time that I would say, and now for everyone's new favorite segment, Selena's Thoughts. Which I did say anyway, but there actually isn't one this week because last week was
effect.
Yeah, just that was the only reason I did it. We don't have it. We don't have one this week because last week was that amazing interview. Everyone loved it, and we loved it, and it's just we have no thoughts. Selena has no thoughts other than she loved the interview. So that is a very short Selena's Thoughts, and only for the simple reason to hear that noise twice. You're welcome. And now
I'm angry.
Now on with the episode.
We are talking about ITSY BITSY from 2019. Now, before we get going, Rob and I watched this on the same night, and obviously we have not talked about it.
Nope.
We can't talk about these movies until we go into recording. I know I said it a few weeks ago that I just love talking these movies as soon as we get on here because goddamn do we have a lot to say. You, my friend, said, I've got some words for you. Now is the time. Let's hear it.
Boy, howdy do I. So I also said I was looking forward to seeing this movie. This was on like a long list of like, this looks like it's got potential. So I've seen it now. Thank goodness it was on here because honestly, I don't know if I would have gotten around to it. My words with you are going to go off of this.
Okay.
So for starters, this movie came out in 2019, was directed and written by Micah Gallo, was also written by Jason Alvino and J. Brian Dick. Now, my words with you are about Micah Gallo. So I saw the name and I was like, I know that fucking name. And so I paused the movie because when I go, I know that name and I can pause the movie, I do. And I look into it and I said, I want to slap Jason Michael right in the tits. The reason I recognize his name, he has worked on Hatchet and Frozen as the visual effects artist. He worked on 2 of Adam Green's movies, 2 movies that I love so fucking much. Yeah, I saw that and I was just like, this son of a bitch. And then I went, he put this on here because he thinks it looked bad. Yet this dude who's worked with Adam Green twice has made a movie. There's no way this is going to be bad. So I was like, wow, there's a connection. We managed to accidentally connect Frozen to season 3.
Let it go. Oh, damn it.
Not that one.
It's never that one.
No.
No matter how many times they make the fucking joke.
The synopsis for this movie, honestly, pretty damn close. I think this was one of the few that was like, you're missing like a bullet point that I think would have really, honestly, if it was in there, I'd have been like, I'm not watching this. But the synopsis is, based on the centuries-old poem, a family moves into a secluded mansion where they soon find themselves being targeted by an entity taking the form of a giant spider. Now, close. Not spot on, but close.
Yeah, the targeted part feels a little...
Yeah. Well, technically, the thing fucking targets anything that isn't itself or another spider.
Yeah.
And it's not an entity taking on the form of a spider. It's a fucking spider.
It's a spider god.
Yeah.
A spider goddess.
Now, this is where I would have deviated a bit. So I would have, based on a centuries-old poem, love it, correct. Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Maybe even more so, you go into like the lore or this myth or whatever. A family moves in. Okay, this is where you add this bullet point and Rob nopes out of the movie. A broken family moves into a house. Yeah, you got to add that broken family. A pill popping mom moves into a house with their 2 living kids. Like, dude, any of that shit, I'd have been like, I'm good. No, sounds stupid. I'm okay.
Yeah, there was a bunch of dark turns in this movie. May I just say, I don't think I have arachnophobia, but I think I might have arachnophobia. Let's just talk about this movie real quick.
All right.
It doesn't take. Oh, he's got more.
I got sidetracked because I was like, I got to read the synopsis, but I got sidetracked because my words with you weren't done just yet. I don't know if you picked up on it, but I'm sure you must have. You must have recognized the sheriff.
I felt like I did. I was more focused on the old man. You know why?
Yeah, I fucking do. Why do you?
It's because it's Senator Kelly from X-Men 1, baby.
Good job. All right.
And he turns into a fucking gelatinous jellyfish and just nopes into a puddle of man.
That's such a great fucking death scene. I remember seeing it in theaters and I was just like, yo, what? So the sheriff, Denise Crosby, so anybody who's listening to this and hasn't seen this movie yet is reaching through their stereos, headphones, or whatever to slap you directly on the face.
That would be the first.
She plays Rachel Creed from Pet Sematary, the original Pet Sematary. She's the mother.
Oh, yeah.
She's also Marilyn Wade from Dolly Dearest. Probably never saw that, but she's been in 1,500 fucking movies. She's like horror royalty, dude.
Hell yeah.
As soon as she walked on screen, I was just like, oh, fuck me sideways. She's in this.
I know her.
She was also apparently in The Walking Dead, but who gives a fuck about that show?
Hey, whoa, hey.
Read a comic book, bitch.
I did.
Yeah, it's way better.
I have them, bitch.
Okay. Yeah, my favorite part about that bitch is the fact that all of the main characters in the show die like 6 books in.
Why are we just saying bitch all the time?
Anyway, bitch. Let's go on, bitch.
Bitch. Anyway, we are here to talk about Itsy Bitsy. First off, Spider movie, joy. I don't think that I have arachnophobia, but I think everybody has a little bit of arachnophobia. Like everybody's got a little bit of thalassophobia. There were moments in this movie, especially once you like. Not the first off, super cool practical bits
Oh yeah.
Like fucking practical spider. Hell yeah. When it like alien face huggers its way out of the egg.
So
I was
dope.
like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then when you see it from the top down view, just poking its little face in the goddamn shower, chills. And I was like, nope. Fuck, man.
I opened the shower curtain so slow the next day. I was just like,
dude,
you know what's fucked? It's 1 second in a not so great movie, and it freaked me out. I want to say at the top, this movie isn't bad.
No, it's not.
It's not my type of movie.
No.
The audience is there. This is for a specific audience. I'm not that audience. So going into it, I was excited. And then once I hit the halfway point, I was just like, I know who this is for. It's not me. And that bummed me out a bit because I knew who I needed to be watching it with. And I needed to be watching it with my fiance because she makes movies like this fun to watch because she's just knees to her chin, jumping at every little thing. And it makes it fun for me. This movie wasn't, I'm not the target audience. That being said, I'm just going to say at the top of the episode, it's not a bad movie.
It is not. I'm so glad. When you said words, I thought we were going to have a fight of the dungeon, which,
no, it's just a fight.
Who knows? We'll see.
Of stupidity. And I love you for it.
Bitch. Anyway, this movie, it starts very confusing at first. It's a bunch of like natives and tribe stuff. And then there's just a Jeep driving away, dude with bloodshot eyes with a giant black like Fabergé egg with a bunch of carvings on it. And dude's like, sorry, bang, shoots him.
Love it.
It's like,
I'm here for it.
But we get the old man, Senator Kelly, and the dude who shot the other guy is bringing him the egg and basically warning him all about everything. It's like, you've awakened a curse with this shit, and you need to like all the blood
sacrifice.
All the blood sacrifice and everything that's been spilled is on your hands. He's like, I don't care, but thanks for getting me the egg, because Senator Kelly is a collector of all sorts of like little decorations and things from other tribes. And we see the family rolling up. They're driving late at night. And it's just very weird to start because like mom is wired pretty much and she's trying to stay awake. And the son is like already kind of like, okay, mom. Yeah. We can stop. Like he's fed up with her shit pretty much from the get go.
Oh yeah. Well,
and
you find out why quickly.
Oh yeah, you do. And he does not hold back later in the movie.
No, I was so proud. I clapped. I was just like, yeah.
Dude, the whole fucking shit with the baby monitor and hearing the conversation, you're just sitting there going, ooh.
Fuck you, bitch.
And man,
yeah,
a lot of problems not a lot of problems, but we could have figured out a lot of stuff earlier if that baby monitor did not get shattered by the sun. We'll get to that. Yeah. I will say the only, besides, the little bit of arachnophobia that everybody has, the only thing that was kind of bad about this movie for me was some of the acting.
Oh,
some of the acting was a little stale. The voice like overdubs also was like very cardboard and robotic.
Yeah.
So it kind of felt weird.
I didn't find that to be what I found bad. What was bad about the movie for me was the pacing. It was slow. It took far too long before anything happened. It was a lot of like, it was peekaboo, just the whole fucking movie. And I'm like, dude, is something going to happen? Sure shit. It happens the last fucking 10 minutes of the movie. For a movie that's an hour and 33 minutes long, you waited an hour and 20 fucking minutes for anything to fucking happen. That's way too long.
We've really picked some winners with time frames here.
Yeah.
The fact that they're all just either at or over 90 minutes, and some of them are real shit. Some of them are, not horrible. Yeah. But basically the whole synopsis of this movie, well, you've already said the synopsis, but there's a spider god. The dude who tries to sell the egg breaks back into the house. The mom, they moved in next door. She's going to be his caretaker, and she sees the guy, and he picks up the egg, shatters the egg, and she's like, do I call the cops? And he's like, no, I don't want the cops here. There's a bunch of stuff that shouldn't even be here. That's illegal anyway. While the dude is watching the egg unfold like a face hugger, and I'm watching it going, that's fucking horrifying. I love it.
Yeah.
And then he takes off. And then we see that he was bit by something. And then we don't see him until the end of the fucking movie. Man crashed his van off the side of the road, but at a very, like,
slow pace.
They fast forward, well, slow, but they fast forwarded where it looked fast.
Yeah. Sped that bitch up.
Yeah. And the spider is still crawling around in his house somewhere. It gets outside. There are several moments where you know the spider is there and it's taking forever to show it. Like when the fucking spider's sitting above the girl in the tree and you're like, oh, God damn it. And it's slowly panning up to when you could finally see it. And you're like, I hate everything about you. Move on.
You know what drove me nuts was I'm
steering wheel in your pants.
I'm down. Arg, it's driving me nuts.
Driving me nuts. Comedy.
It's I'm down for vision through a killer's point of view. Obviously, we love Friday the 13th.
Oh,
the spider vision.
I was going to say Wolfman.
Completely changed multiple times.
Yeah, it did.
Like I was just like, dude, choose one lens. Use one.
No.
Because there was a moment where it was like split into multiple views. There was another one where it was just like foggy around the outside of the screen. I'm like, yo, what is this? Now, I'm more curious if there was more than one. Because that thing 100% molted, but I'm pretty sure that bitch also split into two at one point. I'm not sure.
That I'm pretty sure that during the molting scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was its exoskeleton.
All right, because I wasn't super clear until like later, and I was like, yeah, it molted. But there's so many times where I'm like, it's in the attic, and then literally 2 seconds later, it's across the fucking house, and I'm like, are there two? Are there two of these fucking things?
It's a fast fucking spider, dude. But I mean, at the end of it, in the dollhouse, the eggs have hatched. Dude, there are little itsy bitsy spiders.
Dumbest ending. You know what's even dumber about that is that's the ending. You're like, cool. All right, yeah, there's more. We kind of picked that up when you showed the daughter fondling the thing.
Itsy or bitsier.
Yeah, and then watching the spider lay yet another nest of eggs and push it back into itself and then lay it. That was strange. Yeah. So
it's
great.
Like Quagmire's mom in Family Guy.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Great. Put him back in. I want to feel it again. What?
So that's the end of the movie. Did you stop it at the end? There's an after credit sequence.
Oh, fuck me. All right. Hit me.
Completely pointless. Dude,
there's no spider. It's a centipede.
Pointless. No, I said pointless, not fucking awesome. Pointless. Pointless ending. The movie ends. Okay. We see the dollhouse. We see the spiders. Perfect ending. Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Credits run.
Mm-hmm.
Two guys at the end are moving everything from the attic out of the attic. One of the guys opens a chest. There's the baby spiders. His bad acting, he like shivers. The other guy walks over and laughs at him. He goes, "You're afraid of little spiders?" And then he shuts the chest, and then the movie actually ends. We've already established that there's baby spiders. We needed to do it again with two people we don't know, we don't care about, we have no connection to. Like, what the fuck?
I was playing that scene in my head right there, and when you were explaining it, and when you said shut the chest, I was sitting there going, please, just let that be the final jump scare that everybody expects, where a giant spider jumps off the top that they close. No. Really? That's it?
That's it.
Fuck off.
Worst ending.
God damn it. Well,
so pointless.
I'm glad I stopped because I didn't need to see it.
No.
And
in my
headcanon,
nobody did. We didn't need that.
My headcanon, it doesn't exist. But this movie is creepy, again, because there are times where you could see the spider. Mm-hmm. Like the fucking shower. God damn it. I hated that moment. Because, again, it was just like, I know it's around, and I don't know when we see it. All right, cool, great, fantastic. But there's just other moments where it's like, you know where it is. And again, the so long panning up to see it or we see through its vision and we don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Or the entire opening fucking credits where it just flashes to different pictures of a part of a spider. And it's like, all right, there's the legs. There's the 8 eyes and the fangs. All right, moving on, please. There is good about this movie. There's also shit about this movie.
Yeah.
I will say the spider makeup for like the priestess of the tribe, where it's like it's a headdress, but she's also got like fang details painted on her face and some weird ritual with a baby.
Don't gloss over that. They fucking stab a baby.
They do.
We don't see it.
No.
But boy, howdy, does she stab a baby. She stabs the fuck out of a baby.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that was the moment where I saw the baby crying, and I was like, oh, they're going to kill that thing. And then the leader, she's very clearly emotional about it. Like, she's hesitant, she's crying, and then she does it.
Yep. Like, I wrote, native and spider baby backstory. Fuck off. The spider is terrifying enough. We don't need this shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it is necessary.
Yeah.
And that was honestly the opening, and then showing more of it, to me, sold the movie more. If you had not put that in there, I would have struggled not to nope out of the movie, because it would have bored the piss out of me. Having those moments really...
That's from Outback. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. I wouldn't have drank it, but it would have made the movie unwatchable, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It just... I like a good backstory. I also like the fact that they didn't beat the backstory over the head. It was, here's the opening, here's some backstory during the running credits. Now here's the current story. Now here's more backstory.
Yeah.
Worked very well. I just wish they had cut 20 minutes out of the movie and gotten to the point a lot faster.
Very fair. Yeah, there are definitely moments in this where it drags, but there's also like, there's moments where it just feels suspenseful in good ways.
Yep.
Unfortunately, if you're an animal lover, I know a lot of people don't like cats for some reason. I love cats. I love dogs. I've had cats for pretty much all my life until I moved up to New Hampshire. I will say I'm a dog person now, but at the same point, when I go home, I love to see my cats. The moment I saw a cat walk on the screen, I was like, fuck! God, son of a bitch! I know exactly what's going to happen. And sure as shit, the cat got up in the attic somehow, and the little girl's like, here, kitty, kitty. And then it's very quickly just splorp, and we see the fangs go into a fake cat. It's like, and then the cat, god damn it. Dude, the only worse cat scene, not even Church from Pet Sematary, because, I mean, you don't see it. Church is just dead.
Yeah.
It's the worst cat scene I've seen in a horror movie, The Collector.
Oh, yeah. Dude.
It's so sad to watch. The fucking wax like strips on the floor and the cat getting peeled out of it.
Every single time until I'm like, I haven't watched The Collector in forever. And I put it on, I'm like,
you start watching it and you're like, no!
I thought you were gonna make a joke and be like, the worst cat scene ever. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh. That's the best cat scene. Fuck you.
No, I like that scene too, because it's there's a rat up in the attic as well. So the cat is hunting the rat, and you're like, oh, the hunter's being hunted. That my mind immediately went there. I was just like, dude, this is fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can't wait for this cat to get in.
Imagine if it was just the other way around, like the cat's about to get the rat, and then the spider gets the rat, and the cat's like, fuck you, man.
Dude,
dips.
The whole time, because the scene is drawn out, but not like not overly done. It's drawn out to the right amount, unlike the entirety of this movie.
It's drawn out to a point where it kind of actually surprises you when it happens.
Yeah.
Because you know it's going to happen, but you're just waiting for it to happen, and you're like just on the cusp of and all right, come on, let's just get it. You're like right at that point, and bam, that's when it gets you.
Yeah, I was on like, I'm hoping there was a moment where I was like, I hope the spider just like pops out of like whatever the rat was near, and it just grabs the rat, and the cat takes off. And I was like, no, the cat's gonna get it. I thought it would have been cooler if the cat had like pounced on the rat, got the rat in its mouth, and then the spider dropped on top. I would have been like, that's so fucking dope.
It's like a turducken.
Oh, you beat me to it. I was just about to say the same
Gotcha,
thing.
bitch. I knew it. Fucking gotcha. And this is why we have a podcast together.
And there's no way to make that sound fun because cat and rat are only one letter of difference.
It's true.
Crap.
You know what it would have been? I would have said add a bat to the situation. Who knows what would have actually happened? But
Crabat. Crabat.
You're a crabat. Anyway, we get the mom. I don't even remember any of their names besides Spider and Senator Kelly. That's all.
Yeah, his name was William, I think.
Nah, fuck him. It was Walter. I just looked and saw the note of Walter. So mom goes to the pharmacy and is picking up Walter's prescriptions, and the sheriff is there and already seems like, who's this bitch? And it's like, cool. All right. She's going to be that kind of character, but we don't really see much of her at that point. Meanwhile, her nosy ass son goes over to Walter's house and steals one of his little statues. And it's just like, homie, you just broke into the man's house and stole his shit. And then he almost caught. Oh, I'm sorry. If my house is unlocked, are you just going to come kick open the door unannounced?
If it's me at your house, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. All right. Well, at my next door neighbor's house? Bleh. So the son is, again, being nosy and stealing shit, and Senator Kelly doesn't even notice. Nope. But while mom is out getting the prescription, we meet the sheriff. And then later, because we start seeing like weird flashes of a car crash or, a car crash that had happened with mom upside down. Yeah. And we find out, and to not really anybody's surprise, that mom had run out of her own pills and had been taking Senator Kelly's pills without him knowing.
The pills
here. She is sitting at a diner, and the sheriff comes up, introduces herself, and basically goes, yeah, you're high as a fucking kite right now. I can see your goddamn pupils dilated and you're shaking like crazy.
Yeah.
And she's like, not trying to tell you how to live your life, but hey, maybe don't fucking do that.
Don't do that. How about straighten up, bitch?
How about no? But as it happens, she doesn't do that. She has also put baby monitors in Senator Kelly's house, to her house, so that if anything goes wrong, she can have the conversation with him. Lo and behold, she has a conversation with Senator Kelly that the boy hears. And what happens with her baby monitor is the boy gets pissed off and smashes it.
Yeah, for good fucking reason. The mom's a fucking pill junkie who is so hung up on that car accident that, get prepared, even after we find out what happened during the car accident, we still get the fucking flashbacks. The fact that she had a son beforehand.
PD.
Beforehand, I guess. He was still a baby. He was young. He was a toddler.
Yep.
Fucking dies in the car accident. Dies. We get to see dangling baby legs. But then she falls into the pills. She takes the pills because it makes the nightmares go away. The pills make the nightmares go away. She
tries to sneak it out of his bathroom and then drops it and explodes everywhere. And Senator Kelly's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Get out. Just go. Just get out.
He has the best line in the entire movie. Those kids deserve a better mother.
Got her.
Ooh.
Get fucked, bitch.
Dude, I fucking high-fived the sky on that one. You fucking tell her.
You high-five the sky because shortly after that, Senator Kelly gets spidered.
Yeah.
And it's like,
sad, dude. I didn't see that coming.
Really?
Really? That was the one thing that shocked me. I thought for sure this movie was going to go the other way. We got a dead toddler. We got a stabbed baby. I'm like, dude, the whole fucking family's dead. Homeboy's going to survive. Cops, FBI, CIA, NCIS, everyone's going to fucking show up. They're going to raid his house and arrest him. I was like, that's how this movie ends, man. It's homeboy goes to fucking prison. He's all geriatric in prison and shit. That's how I would have written that movie.
I saw it from the beginning, from the moment he's collecting shit that's illegal already and just taking stuff from random tribes because they needed that. That's their god. Yeah. And it was taken for him. And again, he didn't care about the curse, didn't believe in any of that shit. That's why the guy smashed it, to basically be like, yo, fuck you, man. This is what you get. And lo and behold, eventually, Spider gets him and fucking chomps his eyes.
Dude, brutal.
It devours his face hole.
And there's all of these practical effects, like aside from the fact that the spider's like half puppetry, half animatronic, all of the bite wounds are so visceral and like gooey and pussy, and you can tell after I had seen what the writer director of this movie had done previously, I was just like, yeah, no wonder. Like this is gonna be brutal as fuck. We get to see Homeboy's fucking eyes later. The kid finds him. The son finds him in the bathroom, going to look for him, and his face is like half decayed, and you can see like bone in his skull and shit. I was like, dude, what?
It's hardcore.
It was brutal. I fucking loved it. I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, the spider's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
Like,
I understand why I have arachnophobia now.
Yeah.
I don't like spiders, man.
We have to keep moving with this because there's still so much that happens with the spider. It molts. And there's times where it's crawling under the bed right next to them, and you see her foot just right next to it. You just see the spider legs, and you're like, nope. I'm picking my feet off the bed, and I'm not even dangling my feet over the bed. Fuck you. And it molts, and it leaves the eggs in a weird gelatinous, like, you know, those weird like mesh bag stress balls that have like marbles in them, and you squeeze them and it goes bleh. It looked like that. Well, if I can find a picture of what I'm talking about. There's
a squishy toy that has stuff in that. Like when you've got a toddler in the house, you have some weird ass toys, and we have something
100%.
Exactly like that. I looked at it, I was just like, that's a fucking toy. I've got that downstairs.
Now I have to look at it. Anything crawling in you?
Well, no? Right? Where did it go? There's just thousands of spiders everywhere.
Oh, but it's like specifically that one with like the black mesh bag around it. Like I'm looking at that like, I had that when I was a kid. I don't want it anymore.
Yeah.
Take that memory away from me.
Get the fuck out of here.
So the little sister, I just had BioShock flashbacks. Hang on. The daughter, goes up to the attic looking for the kitty. And sure as shit, when the brother goes up to try and find her, because there's already been a whole thing of, where's your sister? Oh, you're supposed to be watching her. I have been watching her the entire time. Yeah. Because guess what, Mom?
You're a junkie.
You're not there. You're a junkie. And junkie. That's why Petey's dead. Fucking mic drop. We are in sync tonight. Bye. Anyway, but the son goes up to the attic and the little girl's sitting like off to the side and just points. And we see, dude, honestly, at this point, I fucking forgot it molted.
Yeah.
I was watching and it was slightly swaying in the breeze. So it looked like the legs were adjusting. And then when the noises were happening, Mom comes up and they all go down. And the moment it shows that it's just the exoskeleton, my jaw hit the floor like, oh, I forgot. Oh no. Yeah. Oh my God. It's from that moment I was like, yeah, Mom's fucked. She gets out of the attic and we look up and we see the fucking thing drop down and pierce its fangs through her hand. It's so cool.
Yeah, because that's the moment where the son is the daughter's been captured by the spider and he's cutting her out of a spider web. And the mom comes up and the son is the one who points. And there's this moment too where I'm like,
right, yep.
You see it, don't move. And the mom fucking walks. And you're like, dude, what the fuck? You're going to wake it up. And then you, again, like you stated, it's the exoskeleton. They get out, and as they're going, the kids get out of the attic first. Then the mom gets fucking attacked and bit in the shoulder by it. She falls out of the attic, and then the daughter, as the mom is like slowly dying in the hallway, the daughter is like, "Oh, Mr. Giraffe will help you," stupidly goes into the bedroom to go get a fucking stuffed animal, and then the daughter gets bit through the fucking hand. Like through the hand.
That's right. Yup.
Because as soon as the
meshing all of this shit together.
No, it's good. As soon as the kid gets bit, I was just like, "Oh, the kid's gonna die," and then it went through her hand, and I was like, "No venom. Fuck, the kid's gonna live."
Good God,
man!
I will say another thing that kind of it's not even bad. It's just more of like, oh, okay, that could have been done better. Is when the spider jumps up and mom like grabs its legs and it's like. And she takes it and chucks it down the hall. It's like, that looks like it could have been done better. But if that's the worst out of it, fuck you. I'm fine with it. If this, Jesus Christ, if I were a spider god, my legs would be like some sort of spears or some shit. But this thing's literally just going. It has all the ability to just go, stab. And just poke the fucking mom and take her out.
Here's something else. So the thing is huge. It fills a bathtub.
Yup.
And then it molts.
Yep.
Into a spider of the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think if it was a spider god, it would have gotten larger? That's what drove me nuts the whole time. I'm like, dude, I want this fucking thing the size of like a Buick.
I mean,
like, I want this
maybe it takes its time.
Well, it's not taking anything right now other than its fucking sweet bloodbath. I think it's fucking dead. I just it bummed me out a bit because it feels like a missed chance. It also, aside from the fake out, what did the molting do? It was just used for misdirection.
I'm okay with it.
I mean, yeah. See, this is where, like, again, I am not the target audience for this movie. The end of the day, still a good movie, just not. I'm not going to rewatch it. I'm glad I finally saw it, but it's just not for me. So basically, the end of the movie, somehow the mom manages to continue to live. She EpiPenned herself, didn't really work. I don't know why she thought it would. The kids try and get out, and the door was stuck, which was established at the very beginning of the movie. The door sticks. They can't get out. Then the sister hears something coming from the chimney, and so, like anyone in a horror movie does, they went towards it.
Yeah.
Spider drops out. Mom shows up to get the spider off of her son and rips it apart, and then Hulk smashes the fuck out of it into a pile of goo.
Which was impressive, but at the same point,
why would we do that? Yeah, it just seemed fucking stupid. And
also,
then
that's how you killed a god?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
are you a god? No. If they ask if you're a god, you say yes.
Yeah. Old Man River explains that this tribe worships spiders. Doesn't say that it's actually a god. Just say that they just worship it. They sacrifice babies to it. They do blood sacrifices, all this sort of stuff. There's
stuff in the book about it being a spider god.
Yeah,
it was in an egg.
Book.
If they didn't break the egg, but if they didn't break the egg.
But there's stuff in the Bible. We're going somewhere else with that.
Here we go again.
Just because it's written doesn't mean it's true.
Take that, Wikipedia.
Yeah. So, realistically, it's just a very old species of spider. That's really what it is. It's a fucking spider at the end of the day. If it was, if you want to lean deeper into the fact that it's a god, then have it have some sort of godlike abilities throughout the film. But it's
spear legs, baby.
Yeah, or it shoots fucking lightning, or fucking acid webs, or something like that, or it levitates.
Dude, acid webs would be sick,
right? See, I'm telling you, I could have written a better movie, but it's just a spider at the end of the day. Now, the ending of the movie pissed me the fuck off. It just pissed me off. I didn't like the lead up to the ending.
Yeah, it just seemed all happy and cheery, and then there was no payoff really for anything.
Well,
is there an Itsy Bitsy 2?
Not that I know of. I mean,
Itzier Bitsier.
this only came out a few years ago. So, I mean, we've got time.
Yeah, 6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, what was the other one that came out in like 2022? Sting. That one I'm not looking forward to watching because that one looks fucking mean.
That one looks dope. Like dope as fuck.
I've seen the scene that I guess everybody knows about that movie. It's where there's, I'm gonna guess, a daughter with headphones on, just listening or watching something. Meanwhile, her family is getting fucking demolished in the back by a giant spider.
Yeah.
And she can't hear it because she's got noise canceling headphones. And there's a baby, and then the baby's gone, and then it takes off down the fucking air vent, and you're like,
I'm here for it. No, this ending is,
and then that French spider film too. That looks fucking meh.
I mean,
like Evil Dead with spiders.
We need more of this. I'm glad as a culture we're leaning back into creature features. I think it's needed at this time because we've had too many movies that are based too close to home in the shit that we're living in, that it's nice to have that let's use movies and the theater as an escape again situation. Let's get scared over something that can't happen versus
we need the suspension of disbelief.
Correct. Yeah.
We need the demonic clown that will split you from crotch to cranium.
That's perfect.
We need the fucking spiders that crawl out of the fucking chimney that are the size of a goddamn lawnmower.
And clowns in a cornfield. So the ending of this movie is the two siblings packing the house. They're packing their room, which they unpacked by themselves as well. Because the mom's
like 2
a
days
fucking
earlier.
pill popping bitch. So the whole time I knew what was going to happen, but I was really hoping I was wrong. But they're both sad. They're staring at a picture of them with their mom. And I'm like, oh, she fucking dead. Please be dead. Please be dead. And then she walks
I was hoping for it.
Yeah. She walks in like beautiful, bathed in sunlight. And you're like, the fucking hell, man.
Mom's alive.
But also
Daughter.
Proves again, not a god, because they had some antidote for this spider poison. If it was a god, there'd be no cure.
It just sounds like lazy writing to me.
I mean, yeah, half the movie was lazy writing, but and then we've already established the ending and the unnecessary after credit ending, and I mean,
it's not there in my headcanon.
Yeah. So that was that's it, man. That's 2019's ITSY BITSY.
Dude,
not terrible.
No. But can we, before we get to the rating, because I'm really interested to know.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name, but I think it's got to be a tag team on the Bloody Legend. It has to be a visual effects guy.
Micah Gallo.
Yep. As well as the fucking creation of that goddamn spider.
Micah Gallo. It's all him, man. That's it.
Yeah.
First movie of season 3? Somebody who actually worked on the movie is getting Bloody Legend?
Dude, at the same point, that was a fucking gnarly looking spider.
Yeah.
I hated it. I hated every second that thing was on fucking screen.
And honestly, I think there were only, from what I could tell, it looked like there was only 2 scenes that were CGI. Other than that, it was all puppetry.
Yeah, I mean, the throwing down the hall, and I think probably while it was chomping in her hands.
Yeah, there was a leap moment, and then when it ran out the window, were very clearly CGI'd.
Dude, fucking close the windows in the goddamn house. There were way too many goddamn open windows in that fucker. Jesus Christ. But
that got around without a problem. But yeah, seriously. So Micah Gallo, good job, man. Let's let you talk to Adam Green and get this next Victor Crowley movie started, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ, we've been waiting for 5 forever. We've got 4 and we're just sitting here in limbo waiting for Victor Crowley to come back. Make it happen, man. You got ITSY BITSY money, I think. I don't know how much you made. Probably not a lot. We'll find out.
Oh my God. With that being said, then, in this case, I'm not going to go the way you want to go with it. And I have an idea based on your name where you might go with it. Out of 10 alien-referenced spider legs, it's better than your idea, Captain Baby Stabbin' over here.
Yeah, Baby Stabbin'.
Stop it. How many alien-referenced spider legs would you give ITSY BITSY? from 2019.
I have it written in my notes. For this season, I've been writing my 1 out of 10 in the note as soon as I finish watching the movie.
Same.
I'm going to go against it this time. Again, I want to just say I am not the target audience for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But after talking with you, I need to give this movie a fair shake. So my initial rating was 3.5 stars.
Okay.
I'm bumping it up. I'm giving this a good old 5 because it was, the practicals were awesome. Moments throughout this were really good. A baby gets stabbed. I really enjoyed the backstory portion of it.
You worry me sometimes, Rob.
I worry me all the time. But yeah, I think honestly, this isn't a bad movie. It's just for a very specific audience.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if you like creature features and you enjoy jump scare movies, this is the movie for you. Like 100% this is the movie for you. It's just not for me. How many alien legs squeezily biddlies do you give this movie out of 10?
I'm not going to try to repeat that, but honestly, the same answer was going to be 5.
Oh, wow.
I am also not the target audience, but at the same point, wasn't a bad movie.
No.
When we were looking up movies for these lists, and it was like worst horror movies, and this was on that list where it was like, huh, okay, and it's a spider movie. Fuck, but we got to do it anyway. So yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
No.
There were some moments where the acting felt like a cardboard box, and there were some moments where, again, some CG was like, that could have been done better. But God damn it, I hated this fucking spider every single moment it was on screen. The shower still makes me shudder. And of course you made that the goddamn thumbnail. So if you're enjoying the thumbnail, thank Rob, this fucking sick and twisted son of a bitch.
There wasn't even a hesitation. I was just like, I gotta find that. I gotta get that as a fucking screen grab.
You're a prick. I mean, honestly, I can't really think of anything else in this movie that could have been an accurate representation of
arachnophobia. Like, yeah, no, it was perfect.
Yeah, like the fact that it's somebody just casually in a bathroom. You see an overhead shot. We see the danger. She has not a fucking clue.
Nope.
Like, oh no, that expensive, like, tribal vase broke. Weird, it's sticky on the inside. Anyway, pills. She's fucking orbiting Saturn, dude. So, dude, that, again, ladies, gents, and our non-binary friends, was Itsy Bitsy from 2019. That's our rating on it. Not a bad movie. If you don't like spiders, you are going to hate this fucking thing.
Yeah.
And, dude.
So, I think this goes without question. Itsy Bitsy, you can crawl your way right out of the fucking dungeon.
Yep, got the paper. In the dungeon, still out back, Frankenstein's Island, Lethal Virus, 11-11-11. The only 2 out of the dungeon, Best Ben, and I did just write it this way, Itsy Bestie.
Itsy Bestie. Dude, we got to rename all the ones that get released.
I mean...
It's Best. We got to get Best in there somehow.
Just, yes, fucking, I don't know. The Best Collector. Yes. Not saying the collector's in the list, but that was the one that came to mind right there.
I mean, I'm
8 bested freaks. No,
I'm amazed.
Best-legged freaks.
We're only this far into the season so far. We're a quarter way in.
Oh God!
And 2 are out.
And it's honestly, the spacing and the dice roll is giving a shit, and then being like, "Here's a little diamond for you." Diamond in the rough.
I'm so sorry.
I did this.
My bad.
And with that being said, it's time to find out if the dice is going to be really, really nice to us or going to be an absolute cunt. Let's find out with that beautiful, beautiful orange dice. Rob, what will your movie be next week?
Here we go.
I am so not ready.
All right.
I already hate. I don't know what the movie is, but the fact that you're doing this, you rolled the dice, looked at your list, and burst out laughing. What fucking possibly could this be?
Oh my God. This is either going to be amazing or absolute shit.
No.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
So we will be discussing
Uh-oh.
from 2019 again on Netflix.
Itsy Bitsy 2.
Fuck Netflix. A wonderful movie called Girls with Balls.
What the fuck?
It's a foreign film about a volleyball team that end up basically in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay.
It's a horror comedy. It looked from the trailer absolutely terrible. Like every joke falls flat. And that was just from the trailer. But this may be a hidden gem. This may be trauma worthy. But we'll find out. Will
the dice bless us, or will the dice say "fuck you" yet again, as it has been with its track record? Let's find out, dice.
All right.
Jesus Christ, girls with balls.
Girls with balls.
Nice.
Well, until next week, Jason Michael. I've broken Jason Michael. I didn't even make the name of the movie.
Oh, this has been a weird episode. It's been very fun. Weird. But yep, until next week. Jesus Christ.
He's not here.
Sleep tight, suckers. Girls with balls.
Mommy, I need pills. I need the pills. The pills make the car crashes go away. Let's stab some babies.
Jesus Christ.
He's not here.
Girls with balls.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Spoiler Sleepover, but the fun won't stop there. Go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and if you have any episode ideas, please send them our way at spoilersleepover@gmail.com. That'd be really fantastic of you. So, until next week, sleep tight, suckers!
Spoiler Sleepover is sponsored by Gore Clown Shop.
Do you love all things horror? Books? Movies? Podcasts? Of course you do. Well, come on down to goreclown.com.
Original artwork by an indie horror fan for indie horror fans.
Use code SLEEPOVER at checkout to save 15% on your whole purchase.
Oh, and did we mention? Gore Clown is the only place to get official Spoiler Sleepover merch.
So don't forget to use Sleepover to save 15%.
Stay indie, suckers!